Okay, fine. So today we are going to discuss on the deployment and scheduling. Okay. So we have seen different packages with different tasks, different transformations. We have seen, we have covered almost all every task and 80% of transformations. So today we are going to see how to deploy these packages into SQL Server. Okay. Before to that, why we need this one and what was the need to be deployed these packages into the SQL Server. Let's say I'm having all these packages, right? So if you observe our solution, so in this we have developed so many packages here. So each package is here doing some different requirements here. So here we can see different packages, right? Each package is developed for different purposes. So we have covered so many transformations in each package. So so today we are going to discuss on the deployment, right, and scheduling. So before to that, why we need this deployment and scheduling? Let's take me this window. So if you see this, here we have packages, right? So let's say in future, my manager comes and asks me to load this one. He will give me one file and ask me to load this one. So for that we have developed some package here. So where we are doing some flat file to some destination. Okay, some flat file to destination, which is having some. We have already developed a package for this. Okay, and every time he is giving some file and to giving to me to load this one to destination. So what I'm going to do this one is, so I want to make it this an automation. Okay, every time I won't go and open this solution and execute this package. Let me say this is a flat file we are available here, right? So in this we have seen some file to be loaded, or if you see these containers where we have discussed in the last time. So what does this package will do? It will load all the files, right? Whichever the in specified path we are giving that files and we are loading this one. So every time our manager is giving some files to load. So every time we are going and opening this application and we are running this package. So that is not the correct way. To make this an automation, we have to do something, which is nothing but first thing is we have to deploy these packages to the SQL server. Then we have to automate these packages. Okay, means we have to schedule these one packages. So once we have deployed and scheduled these packages, then there is no required to come and open this Visual Studio and run these packages. Why? Because we are doing the automation in the SQL Server. Okay, but this package has to be executed at this time, and this is the purpose of this package. So we will specify this package in scheduling. Okay, at what time we have to do, at which file we have to load, all these things we can specify in that scheduling itself. So with that, what we can do this one is, for this we don't need to monitor anything in the Visual Studio. Everything will be taken care in the SQL Server itself. So SQL Server will be take care of all these packages. If anything goes wrong, then they will alert us. If anything is a success, so they will send a mail. Like this, we can specify all those things.
Yes, sir.
So this is with this scheduling what we can do this every time we don't need this Visual Studio and we don't need to go and check this applications. I mean these packages everything. Why? Because once we are deployed, we can handle it in the SQL Server itself. Okay, let's see how to do this.
Hmm.
For that, what I am doing is I will deploy this one, all this. Today I will deploy all these packages into the SQL Server. Okay.
Okay.
Before to
Okay.
that, what are the things need to be done in the SQL Server from the database side? So
What is deployed, sir? Deployment.
yeah, that's what. Once you view these options, right, then you can easily understand what is the deployment. Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir.
So before 2012, this is the 2012 server, right? I mean, we are working on the 2012 version. So before this
Yep.
2012, we used to have any 2008 or 2. We have any different old versions. In that old versions, we used to have different options. So to be frank, there was a very much very big process to do this deployment actually. Okay, but coming from the 2012, they have made it as a very simplified and very easily. Okay, if you see here, there is every time we are connecting to one database, right? Here, if you see this window, we are giving that server type is equal to database engine, server name, everything, right?
Yep.
Apart from this, we have different services. Here you can see integration services, reporting services, analysis services, right? So right now we are working on the integration services, right? SSIS. So we are
Yep.
loading all the packages, I mean, creating all the packages in the Visual Studio, everything. So if you want to deploy any packages, so we have to connect to the integration services. But in 2012, it is not required. Why? Because before to the 2012, we have to be connect to the different services when we are working on this each service. If let's say if you are working to the integration services, you have to select these integration services and connect here. So then automatically if you see this one, there are the showing one running packages and stored packages. Like this we have options here. Let's say if you are working on the reporting services or analysis services, I will take analysis services here. See, that means there was a separate services which are already ready, make it ready for the use of these services. But after this 2012, what they have given is they have already provided in the database engine level itself. Okay, when we are connecting to the normal database engine, I mean this one, this option, it has already given the integration service catalog. Means there was at the database level itself they have given the one services which is nothing but integration services. For that we don't need to again connect to the separate integration services. We can directly deploy into this directly in the database level itself. So for that, what are the things we need to do here is, first we need to go to the integration service catalogs, right click on this, right click on this, okay, and create catalog. So it will show the window like this, create catalogs. So I have already worked on the uh, multiple times. That's why it was enabled CLR integration was blur here. Actually, if you're working for the first time, what you need to do is we need to tick mark this one actually. Okay. So once this option is tick mark, we have to provide the password also. Okay. So once this password is provided, we need to connect. Okay. Let's say I will give the password here as some 1 2 3 4 5 6 something just to demo purpose. Okay. So don't enable anything with this actually. Enable automatic execution will take care of this. So don't tick mark, but the first option, enable CLR has to be given and just provide the password something here. Just and then click OK here. Then automatically one folder will be one name database will be created SSIS database. Okay, which will be created here. So for this we cannot do any rename. It is a inbuilt. It will be automatically created whenever we start this one. Okay. If you see here, there is no nothing here. Simply it is showing this SSIS database is ready now. So now what we have to do here is we need to create one more folder here. Create folder means which means our project name. Why? Because we are bringing our project into the SQL Server, which is nothing but deploying. So before deploying it, we need to create your project name here. Before to that, first step is we need to enable the integration service catalog and then create our project name here. Let's say
Yep.
this is a training project. So I will give the same name here, training project. Folder description I will also give same.
We need to give same both the names, or we can give any
Which one?
the training and folder. You have given training name and folder name as same.
No, it's a description. Simply, it's not optional. It's not mandatory.
Okay, whatever we want, we can give.
We can give this one. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So when we
Okay.
create this one, it will automatically creates the two folders here, projects and environments. Okay. So these are the projects. Whenever we deploy anything, automatically our projects will be deployed here. So right now there are no projects and there are no environments here. Okay. So now from database side we are ready now. So now let's go and deploy the all the packages to the training projects. Okay. Now for that what we have to do here is go to the SQL Server SSIS. Okay. Now connect to the go to the project solution. Right click on this and you can see the one option called deploy. Okay. Just click on this. So it will take us to one window wizard here. So just follow up this the Windows wizard. First step it is asking. So there are first four steps need to be followed which we need, while doing this deployment. The first step is asking uh, select the integration project that you want to deploy. Okay. Select the project destination. I mean to where we want to deploy this one. Review our selections means once before loading make it correct everything is deployed success properly or not. Once your deployed is done. Okay.
Can you go back, sir?
Yeah. So if you let me close it and re-show it once again.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So here is our solution in SSIS.
Huh.
Right click on that solution and you'll find one deployment option here. Just right click and deploy option will be shown here. Click on this, then automatically one wizard will be opened, which is nothing but there are it will be automatically showing what are the steps needs to be followed and how it will be taken. We first select the which project and then destination and review it once you are okay with all your packages. Then deploy it. It's giving the first level of information. Now just click next here. So it is asking where do you want to let me delete this one. Okay, it is asking this is the server name and at which path you want to deploy this one. I means in the SQL Server, where do you want to deploy your project? It is asking. Just browse here. So if you see this, it will automatically takes to the training project which we have created in the SQL Server. Right? Just now we have created here in
Okay.
the SQL Server integration services. We have created one project which is nothing but training project. So automatically
Mm.
that path will be shown here while deploying this one. Okay. So if you have different projects, then automatically we will be find different folders here. So based on this project, we are going to deploy on the respective folders. Okay, now just click OK here. So it is showing SSIS DB training project, my project. It is given that one. Just click next here, and it's asking to now everything is, this is the source and this is the destination. Is it everything fine? Yes. Now just say deploy. So what is doing? It's trying to deploying all the packages which are available in the SQL Server integration services. Now it's moving all to the SQL Server. So it's in progress, and I mean it's loading all the packages, right?
No.
So it will take some 1 or 2 minutes to deploy all the packages. Here it should be passed everything. Why? Because if anything goes failed, then automatically this deployment will also will be failed. See here all the steps are successful. Okay, now just close here, and then we'll go to SQL Server. Now I am going to refresh this one. Training projects. If you see till now there were nothing was there, right? Now just now we have
Yep.
deployed. So my project is our solution, right? This is
Yep.
my project is my solution. Yes, we got that one. In that solution package folder is created and all the packages are now deployed here. Right now we can see all the packages which are available in SSIS now deployed into the SQL Server now. So this is how we are going to deploy the all the any package, not only this
That
package,
is
any package.
management studio, right?
Yes. So
Okay.
this is how the all the packages will be come to the management studio. Means in the SQL Server we are going to deploying the packages, right? So before to this 2012, there are in 2008, 2008 or two, there were any different options actually. So here in the 2012 they have made it a very simplified and a very easy way to deploy the packages. In the previous versions, there are many steps to be done. We have to do the manifest file, we have to build, then we have to deploy. So like this, we have any different option. SQL while deploying, they used to give the flat file or the SQL Server options. There are many steps to be followed. But in the 2012, we have a very simple way to deploy these packages. Okay. Now,
You're calling management studio as SQL Server, right?
yes.
Okay.
So this is how the package will
In
be
Visual
deployed
Studio,
in
we are
the,
doing SSIS.
yes,
Okay.
this is a Visual Studio. If you see the Microsoft Visual Studio, and these are
Yeah.
the SSIS packages we have done. This is a management studio where our databases are connected here, right?
Yes.
So now all my packages are loaded into my SQL Server, which is nothing but my management studio. Now,
Okay.
now I don't need this one now. So if I want to do anything with the packages, now I don't need this Visual Studio. From now onwards, I can handle it from the SQL Server itself. Means from the management studio, I can do all the
Okay.
packages execution. Let's say, let's try to take one package and we'll try to load this one. Uh, which one we'll take? Let's say,
Actually, SSIS DB is considered as database, right? One database like dev, like test database. It is one of the database, right?
yes, yes. So one second.
In
Thiru. So now we have got all the packages into our integration services. So from now onwards, we don't need this Visual Studio. Why? Because we have got all our packages deployed into our SQL Server now. So from here, I can manage my packages here. Okay. So let's try to execute one packages from the we integration services. Let's say we'll take some containers are there right here. Yeah. So here I can do right click and execute this one. Means what it will do? The same thing when we open this Visual Studio, and if you open this container, where it is? See, these are the containers, right? So what we how to execute, how to do this one execution? We are go and execute this one, right? So the same thing now, my package has deployed in the SQL Server, right? The same thing I am doing here. I am right click and I am doing the execute here. Means the same step which I do in the Visual Studio, I am doing the same thing in the SQL Server. I am just executing this one. Okay. So before to that, whether we need to see whether this is successful or not, how we can see this one. So what does this do? First step, it is truncating the for loop table. Okay, and it's trying to load all the files into the SQL Server. This is what the package will do, right? That's what our package was built. So now let's go and check first whether when we are running from the SQL Server this package, this is executing properly or not. Let's check this one. Okay, first we'll check that table here. Select star from some for loop table is there, right? Yes. Okay, execute this one. So we have around 630 records, means we are loading some 4 to 5 files. So this package will be truncate this table and execute one each file in the by using that for loop. Now we will see the same thing when we are executing from the SQL Server. Now try to executing this one. Execute. So it is asking, this is the file path. These are the connection strings available. Everything we are giving in this here. Now just click OK here. It is asking there are operator ID to start perform our package execution validation. So it is asking once this is done, do you want to see that report how this package was executed everything? Yes, we need that report. Just click yes here. So whether this package is successful or failure, what are the things we need to take care, everything it will show one report here. Okay, if you see this one status is still running here. Why? Because we are doing the for loop container. See, these are the steps are running behind the picture. So let's execute this one. So all these steps are done successfully. It's in a still loading process. So from where it is trying to connect, from user development training, it is taking this one and trying to load this one. Refresh this. Now, if you see the status, what was this? Succeeded. Means our package was succeeded. So, what are the steps it has taken? See, these are the steps it is taken. First, it has taken container from where it has started and how it was executed. Every step it is going here. So it is showing the detail level of every step. So if you this step was success or failure, if it is got wrong, then it will be shown as a red mark or something. Now here it is successful at every level. That's why it is showing yes, it is successfully loaded. Loaded. I mean each step was perfectly worked fine. Let me show expand more. So what was that project name? The package name it is showing here. What is that status? Yes, success or failure. At how much time it was taken? 34 seconds, 81 milliseconds. At what time it started? At what time ended? Who has executed this package? All the details are captured here. Okay. What was the file path that was used in that container? It's given here. And what was the data type? Everything it's capturing here, right? If you want to see what was there in the container, we can just click on this blue bro, it will take it us to the next level where it has done what are the things in the containers are available. Everything, I mean it's at a detail level of report here. If you see this one, it is asking what are the steps it has taken. On the post execution, pre execution, on information, everything was successful, and this was the first file it has taken, and it has started writing the rows, means inserting the rows. So like this it has performed all the first step, right? Now I will go back here. So this was the options: navigate backward and forward, refresh here. If you want to take the print of this report, we can do this one. Okay. So like this, on the every package, it has giving the detail level of the description. Why we are so lucky in the 2012? Why? Because to do these such things in the previous versions, when we were working on the 2008 and 8 or 2, it was very difficult to capture all these things actually. When this package was started, when it was ended, what are the things happened in the back end, what were the issues. So it was very difficult for us to capture all these things. We used to maintain one table here, and we have captured all these details in that table, and we will call it as, sometimes we'll call it as a logging table. I mean, there are the different ways of capturing all those things, but in the 2012 it has given the very best options to capture this type of reporting techniques. Okay, so we don't need to do anything. It's automatically system will be created all these reports. Okay, this is the how when we are done the packages. Okay, next I'm just closing here, and we
Yep.
can do one more thing, which is nothing but we can go to the project. We can see the standard reports here. Means in my project, what are the projects executed, packages are executed, whether they are successful or not, all these things we can see this one. To do this, just go to the right click on this, go to the reports, go to the standard reports and all executions. We can see here. So till now what we have done, just executed one packages, whether this was failed, still running or succeeded or anything other else was found. So if you see now, we have executed one package, right? So it is showing that one. So execution was performed on this. What was that package name? Container. When it was started, when it was given, and how much time it was taken. All these things are captured in this report here. If you want to see more detail on this, click on this one, execution performance. So it will take you to the drill down to the next level. I mean, it's in a more detailed level on this. What are the things was happened actually in that, all these things, whether the package was successful. So all these reports will be captured in this execution performance. Now go to the back here and overview. If you want to see what are the things was happened overall in this package, that also we will be providing a one report. So for that it's just showing like this. So this is a one view report. Just now we have seen, right, overall report. So that was a overview of the report. All the messages means that package related messages. If anything is there, it will show all those messages. Means we have so many different ways of capturing all these things. So detail level of all these reports it is giving here. Go back. So this is how we can do this one. Okay, and let's execute this same package again. Okay, and we'll see whether this is this execution report will show that another step or not. Okay,
Yep.
right click again. I am showing here. Execute this
Yep.
one. Start execute. So here you can see one parameters here, connection managers and advanced tab. So what does this parameters? If you remember this one, there was then one parameter we have defined in our package. So package level parameter and project level parameter. Do you remember that one, right?
Yep.
So that was the thing it is showing here. So if you define any package there, means in the package level, if you define any parameter, that won't be, that will reflect here actually, any parameter. If you define everything, it will be reflecting here. it is showing that project parameter. Means we have defined one parameter which is at project level. So that the same thing here we are able to see in the project level parameters. What are the connection managers are available? So these are the connection managers we have given in that package. All those connection manager details. This is the database connection. This is the file connections we have given. And in advanced tab, if you define anything like the package related, if did you provide any package password or any protection level transactions, anything that will be shown here. As of now, we don't define anything, right? Why? That's why it is giving something. Or if you want to log anything regarding our package, we can do this one. So for that, what is this? We have the three different options here. Logging level. If you remember in the SSIS, we have logged our package details. Remember
Yes.
that one? The same thing
So
here we are doing in the
the
different ways.
logging in that we did logging, right?
Yes. So if
Okay.
you remember this one, we have right click and we are done logging mechanisms here, right?
Yes.
So SSIS will providing some different options here. So, but in the SQL Server, how can we do this one is, if you go to this one, in the same window, advanced tab, we have logging levels here. The basic version, I mean performance and verbose. Here we have none. So we can give any of this also. So what does this do? When we are selected the basic means, it will show that first your package was failed because of this situation. Simply it will give the basic level of information, logging details. In the performance, if you want to take the performance point of view, it will depends on the package actually. It won't give the complete details. It will capture what are the things required. Those only it will take based on to have to give the performance point of view. Verbose means it will give the detailed level of the package. Means this was the package was failed at this level, particularly on this task due to this issue. I mean, it will capture every detailed level. Verbose means it will give the every detailed level we can capture all these things. None means it won't capture anything. If you don't want to maintain any logging techniques, then it won't do. If you select the none here, okay. When we are selecting the basic here, what it will do is it will give the basic level of information, okay. But when we are deploying these packages into the production, we should not maintain this logging mechanism. Why? Because this will take another steps to create a separate process of creating files or something, but this is not recommended in the production. You can enable these options only in the development and testing purposes, okay. Let's say if you want to select the basic, just click add here. No, by default it will make it as a basic here. Okay. Just
Okay.
click OK. Just if you click OK means the logging level will take it as a basics itself. So parameters we have seen. If you have defined any parameters in that package, automatically that will be shown here. These are the connection managers, right? So if you see here, these are the connection managers. Dev, flat file connections, connection 1, connection 2. So we have defined 4 connection managers. Those connection managers are showing here. These are the connection managers here available in this. That's why it is showing here like this. So these are the database. This is a flat file connection. All these things in the advanced tab. These are the logging levels where we can do the logging mechanisms. Just click OK here.
What is dump on errors?
So see, if you click on this, it will be create now. Dump will be created on errors. Means it will create one file here. Means it is taking some dump on the errors. Let's say my package was failed due to some errors. I want to dump all those files. When we are package was failed, those details we want to capture into the one basic files, and we want to capture those files into some area. So for that we can do dump on errors. So how to do this one? These are the logging levels. We can see this one, right? So basic, if you give the basic, when the package fails, we can capture that errors into some locations and we can see that one. Or else in the report itself it will be taken the backup. Okay, we can see that one in the coming next few minutes where we can see all those things actually. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, when I click OK, now the package is going to execute the second time now. It is asking, do you want the report to see once again? Yes. So again the same step it will perform. It will truncate this one. So it's now in the 315 rows are found. Means still it's running now. So the status is still running now. Yes. Yes. Now it's completed. Just go and refresh here. Means the report will be updated with the latest information. So again it's taking the latest information and it is showing here. See now the again our package was successful. The same step which we performed here. Now again I want to go and see here my execution report. So how did I got this one? Just went to this project solution, reports, standard reports, all executions. Means till now whatever I have executed, I show me all those execution details, whether this package was successful or failure, all these things. So you see, we have able to see now the two steps right here. So each yeah, I mean 2 times it was executed. Some package was executed 2 times. This 2 times it was also got successful. So you want to capture all those details. You can see all those things in the overview, all the message and execution performance. Like this, we can do the deployment. Okay, this is how to deploy and execute the package. Okay, till now is it fine? So what happened if there was any requirement change or something was happened like our package was need to be again update here. See what I told you, once I have deployed this package, I don't need a Visual Studio. I can do it from here, right? So what happens is once there was execution doing here, again I need to create one more package and I have to deploy here. So in that case, how can I do this one? Or else there will be some situation like uh, we need to modify the existing package. So we have already deployed one package here. Now I want to modify my package. Why? Because there was a requirement change that we should not uh, add some step here. We need to remove. There was some change in the package. So again, we need to do some change in that package and we have to handle that situation. Then how can we do this in the SQL Server? So for that case, we cannot do it from the SQL Server. Again, what we have to do here is, I have to go to the Visual Studio and do the requirement change as per my requirement. Okay. So let's say, uh, I will delete one package here. There is one package called test here, right? So let's say I will delete this one for the some small change here. Okay. So configure. Let me go here, refresh this one. There was one option missing here. Just want to show you that one. Uh, Okay, I will show it once again actually. Okay, let's say there was one new package here or something was got modified here. Okay, in that case, what we have to do here is we just simply do the modification changes whichever we needed. Let's say there was an option here. Uh, let me, here we have executed this one, right? Now I want to enable this one. This was a new change we have got in the containers folder itself. Okay, in that case, what we have to do is we have done some changes here. Simply save this one, means there was a new changes we have updated here, but it won't reflect here. Why? Because we have updated the package in the Visual Studio only, not in the SQL Server here, right? So for that again, what we have to do, we have done the save changes, come to here, right click, and we need to save build here. Okay, once we save this build option, what it will do is again it will automatically try to update all the packages without having any errors, or if anything changes was happened in all the packages, automatically it will takes update here. Now see this one at the left corner, it said build succeeded, means all the changes are updated. Now again I will do deployment here. Select source. So the next step, it's a regular step, it won't change anything. A report with a name already exists. Next, to replace the existing project during the deployment, it is asking us when you are doing some project, there is an already this the same name was update already available, do you want to replace this one? Yes. Why? Because then only my package will get replaced here. So just say deploy. So what it is doing, it is trying to replacing the existing folder, so that my new changes will be reflected here. So it's again deploying with the new changes. Okay, now whatever the changes we required in the package we have done in the SSIS, again we are deploying that the packages with the new updates and deploying into the SQL Server again. So it has passed all the things, means it is successfully deployed now. So let's just refresh this one. Go to the projects, my projects, packages. Yes. So there was a containers, right? So if you do the execute here, what it will do, we have enabled the two things here. So I think the same thing, it will do the same table we have taken, right, in the for loop and for each loop. So it will try to execute the same table once again, or else if you got any error, then automatically this package will be failed here, right? The same scenario we have replicated for the for loop and for each loop with the same table. So what it will do is first it will try to load this one, and then it will comes to this table and it will try to load this one. Let's see if anything goes failed, then automatically our report everything will be shown here. Now I'm going to execute this one. Yes, it's again asking the report here. Yes, we need this one. So it's in a still running stage, means it may be at what was the stages. So it is the truncating this one, and this containers truncate one, means if you see this one truncate one, truncate is for loop, truncate one is for each loop. It's executed successfully, it is saying that one. And refresh this one, so that it will capturing at the all the steps here. Still running. So these many steps are comes into the picture. It is still running here. Again, we'll try to refresh this one. It is in still running stage. Let's check it here. What happening? So now it's still loading here. 840 records. Why? Because now we are executed for loop and for each loop. I guess that's why it is loading all the records. 945. So it's loading some other files also. So I guess now it is completed here. Refresh it. It is still running here. Yes, now it's completed. Succeeded means it has worked on the for loop, and for each loop it has executed all the packages. At each level it can be seen all these things. Means now go to the overview, or again we want to see the execution steps here. Then go to the my solution, reports, standard reports, all executions. Means what are the packages till now I executed, show me all those execution details. It's trying to show all these things. See here, we have created the three packages here, if you remember this. I mean, we have executed the three packages. Those package details are shown here. Whether they are failed or successful, it is showing all those things here. Okay. So like this, we can perform any updates from the SQL Server. Let's say there is a one more option here which is available. Go to the projects, import package. There is a one option called one more option which is nothing but import package. So till now we have seen one more option, right? Let's say I have created one package, updated one package here, right? So I want to update this package into my SQL Server. What did I did here is I just saved whatever the updated my changes are done. Now I have deployed this one, right? Now what I want to do here is I want to uh, import only one package here. Let's say I will create one package here. Okay. What was that package name? Let's say I'll rename it as, so test demo. This is my package actually. So there was nothing actually. I just want to uh, bring it to into my SQL Server. Means which I want to bring it to here. So what I will do here is, so if I do the deployment automatically, this project, this package will be deployed here. But sometimes there will be, every time I cannot deploy all these packages, right? So for that case, what I can do here is simply go to the projects, and there is one option called import package. See here, it is asking what are the services we want to convert it and we want to get. So here we can see that two ways actually. So did we have an SSIS which is stored in the file system, means directly .dts file you want to bring it here, or do you have any SSIS package store, or whether this was available in the SQL Server itself? Means let's say we have another server where we have one package, from there you want to bring that package. I mean, like this we can apply any of these options. Let's say right now we have maintaining in a flat file, right? So it is asking where it is available. So where is our package here? Means we have to check our package path here. So this is the path where our projects are located, right? So just I will go here and try to open that path here from here. So these are the packages available. Means this is my solution path where all my packages are stored here. So from here I want to bring my package. I have created one package which is called test demo, right? So here it is my package here. So I want to take this path to SQL Server here. It's in a My Document Visual Studio 2010 projects. It's in a. Let me open this one. Visual Studio 2010 in the projects. This was my project solution. Yes, yes. Go to here. Specify next. Means I'm just specifying what my package level. That's it. Okay. So here it is asking us which one you want to add. So I have one only new change which is nothing but test demo, right? I want to get that that package only. I have selected that particular one package only. If you have multiple packages, then just tick mark that one. Just click next here. What was that project name we have specified here in the SQL Server? My project, right? So just give that one. Click next here. Click next. Means it is asking if you do you have any parameters, do you have any configurations in that. It is asking all those things. We have to specify if we have any special parameters we have passed, all those things. Okay. So now it was got converted and loaded into the this one. Now it's again showing to the same steps where we used to do this one, right? Apply this one. It's deployed now. Now just go and check from here. Now I'm just refreshing this one in my project, in my packages, test demo. So I have overrated all these packages and I have just only one package here. Actually, this type of importing packages is especially not recommended here. Okay, when we are doing this one importing packages, it's what it will do is it will try to remove all the old packages and it will load only the that package itself. Okay, so what I think we have missed your packages here. Let's deploy this one once again. So once this is loaded, so we can check all our packages in the deployment here. So this is the very best option every time when you load this one. Okay. Now just go and refresh this one. My projects refresh here. Projects and all the packages. Now let's see our test demo. Yes, we have got the test demo also, including all the packages. Okay. Now this is how the deployment will be comes into the picture. This is how we need to do the deployment. Now we will see the how to do the scheduling actually. So we have the packages here available, right? Now we are, so every time what we are doing the execution here, right? So we have to do the automation. This one means every time we cannot go and come to the SSMS and we cannot load these packages. It has to be do some automation. So how can we do this one is using SQL Server agent. Means there is a one agent available in the SQL Server where it will schedule anything. If you have scheduled any job in this, when automatically what it will do is it will monitor all those jobs and it will try to execute those packages. Okay, let's create one job here and we'll make it to one package as an automation. Okay, so for that what we need to do is in your systems it may be not activated. So go and start here. It will be, we have to start these services. SQL Server agent services needs to be started. Then only it will be enabled here. For that, what we need to do? For here, it's already started. That's why it is start is not enabled. If I do stop and start here, then automatically it will be, my services will be start. Then only it will be in the green color here. Now here it is showing some jobs, alerts, everything, right? So now don't worry about all these things. Error logs, right? We have discussed here till now. Currently, yeah, in the you asked me how to capture those dump errors, right? So all these things will
Yes.
be comes here actually. Okay. So these are the, all these things will be captured here. Okay. I will show you one example, then we can easily get more detail on this. So these are the error details actually. Now jobs, we need to create a one job here. Means we have to schedule one new job so that my job should my package will be automatically runs at that time. So I'm creating one job here. So it is asking, we have to provide some steps here. Then only it will go and check particular package and it will try to load that one. Okay. Now what I will do here is, what is that one? My first job, or yeah, it is asking what was the job name. Uh, First job. Then go to the steps here. Add the new here, so that it will specify what is the step name. In the first step, what I have to do? Load the some containers. This is my step name. It is asking whether which one you want to handle. It's a, from the T-SQL or SQL Server integration packages, all these things it is asking. So we have to select integration service packages. So it is asking where, what is that server name you want to handle it. Just connect to that server which is available in our means where exactly our packages are located. See, this is my server name I have given, and what was the package it is asking to schedule in this step. So I want to schedule this package containers.dtxx. Okay, just click OK here. Now it's ready. Now the scheduling here means first step is job name, second step is provide that package name, that third step is scheduling. This one means it is asking when do you want to schedule this one. Click on this one. So name is, again I will do the some containers only, containers package. Now here it is asking schedule type, whether this is a one-time load or regularly. Let's say I will get what is our package actually, for loop and for each loop, right? So every time I will get some files into my folder and I have to load those files. So for that it is not a one-time job. Every week I will get some new files, I have to load those files. So it is a recurring job, not one-time job. If it is a one-time job, then we will select as a one-time job. If it is recurring job, means every week it will be, every day we will get some new files, every month we are getting. means it's a repeating process. For that we have to give recurring here. So it is asking whether occurs on every day or every week or every month. If it is say daily, means what it will take? It will days recurs on every day. Okay. At what time it has to be start this package? Means let's say I will get the files at 11 o'clock and I want to load those packages at 12 a.m. Then we can specify this one. Or occurs once at a 12 a.m. or occurs every 1 minute or 2 minutes. Means what it will do? It will try to execute the package for every 2 minutes, every 1 hour. So that if we got the file after 1 hour, automatically those files will be loaded into the packages. Okay. So like this we can schedule any package here. Now let's say every 1 hour I have scheduled, right? Now I will specify at what time it has to start and what time it has to be ended. And what is the start date of this package. From today onwards, every day at 12 p.m. it has to be execute this package, or every 1 hour it has to be start this one. Still, you want to change this, we can change this one. For every minute or every second, I want to update. Then I want to specify every second, every 10 seconds, I want to execute this package. All these things we can specify here. Okay, it's let's say every 10 minutes, every 2 minutes. Okay, start time is it has given something here, we can give like this, click OK. Means now scheduling also given. Now coming to the alerts option, do you want to provide any alerts option? Let's say success or failure alert. Okay, something we can specify here, miscellaneous information reserved, all these things we can specify here. Notifications, do you want any notification, especially when the job fails or when the job successes or job completed? We can send an email option also here. And targets, this is not required here. So once again I am repeating here all the steps here. In the general we will specifying what was the job name. In the steps we are giving that package name. In the scheduling, at what time it has to be scheduled. And alerts, if you want to specify any alerts, if you want to notify any email options, all those things we can specify in this. Just click OK now. See, my first job is ready now. So if you click this one, automatically now what happens is, now we don't need any monitor execution of this package. Automatically what it will do, when the time occurs on that what we have given in the schedule time, some particular time we have given, right? At that time automatically it will go and execute this one. Why? Because the SQL server agent duty is to check all these job, what at what time if anything was scheduled, then automatically it has to be execute all those things. For our sake, what I am doing here is I am just starting a step here, means just to monitor manually I am executing this one. So what it is doing, it is trying to executing that job. Means what the inside that job we have given one package to be executed, right? So all those things automatically triggered here. Now it's an automation job. We have given the automation here. Every time we don't need to check this one. Automatically when that particular time occurs, then automatically this SQL Server agent will be load all those packages into our destination. Mean whatever the package we have specified. Here our package, what we are doing, we are just loading all the packages. For loop, for each loop we have given one package, that package is failed. See, it is showing some error here. It's good to see that we have got some error. So what was that first job failed? It is asking go and check in the history. Okay, now we have got some issue here. Now go and check in the view history. What was the issue, why it was got failed here? We can check it here. So if you click on this, it will show some here, load containers. This was the job name. It is throwing one error here, something was thrown here. So Microsoft SQL Education, Microsoft all rights are reserved here. It is giving some package information failed here. So why it was got failed? What was the issue? I mean, it's in a job detail, not in a package level detail. It's in a simply job level description. All these things we can see here. If we can just refresh this one, all these things can be seen here. So if anything goes failed here, like this, the job will be failed here. Okay. If you want to see all these SSIS maintenance job, policy jobs, these are all not required actually. Just only job history, if you go and check, it will be shown here. Load the logs here. So if you specify any log files here, then automatically these logs will be stored here. And this is the export option where the current information will be displayed on this, right? I mean, if you want to capture anything, this will be right into the one file here. And every time if you want to refresh, I mean, after 2 minutes we have given the same package to be executed, right? So if you refresh this one, automatically these things will be specified here. I mean, it will be get refreshed with the new steps. And filters means if you want to filter anything, let's say I'm having hundreds of jobs, so in that case I want to see only particular job, then in that case we can filter this one. If you want to search something, anything particular log entry, we can do this one. Or still you want to delete anything, we can delete these jobs like this. So this is how we need to schedule any package here. Okay. We'll try to see one more package. Okay. In one small package so that it will work fine here. Let's take anything. What does this test DTS contain? So there is nothing here. So we'll try to schedule one more package here so that our package execution, how it is taking history, we will see here. Uh, test package. Here we need to specify that package name here. So we need to specify integration services packages. In that catalog, we have already that one. Just go and click here. Some test package I am giving here. And scheduling, we'll schedule it something here. So it's a daily job. So occurs on every 2 minutes. Okay. So after every 2 minutes, it has to be executed. Start time is now, what is the time now? 8:52, right? So I will give some 8:52. After this, it has to be start here. And alerts, I don't want to give any alerts here. Just simply I want to execute this one. Now we'll see here. I want to close all those things here. Now I have another package here. So which is automatically ready now. Now just go and see the history here. So refresh, we don't have anything. If you see this one, it is giving the step ID, server name, job name, notifications, when all the details, messages, duration, when at how much time it was taken, what was the period of execution, all these things. or else we will try to execute it manually so that we can see the. I thought it's again failed here. There was some issue here. We'll see it in the history. What was that issue here? Refresh this one. So it was got failed here. Why it was got failed? What was the issue here? All these things you have given here. Now we'll copy this one. We'll check it whether why it was got failed here. The job invoked the last step, all these things. Utility version for the 32-bit Microsoft Visual 68 failed here. Failed. Yes, package failed here. That's, it is saying that version 60 for 32-bit copyright all the rights users started this package, executed the project pack, test ID, description, transaction. Okay, it is saying that there was a deadlock on resource, but another process has been chosen the deadlock victim. Means it is saying there was an already some package was trying to execute this one, because of that it was got deadlock and this package was got failed here. Okay. Now we'll see manually whether this is working fine or not. We'll see here.
What is deadlock, sir? Deadlock, you are saying.
One second. So what I will do is I will try to check the in the history here. Go and check here history. See, these are the till now we have executed 4 times. So it was why, because for every 2 minutes we have scheduled this package, right? So what it is doing, it is trying to loading this one. So it has given the 8:58 it has started at 9 p.m. I mean after 2 minutes it has got executed. 8:56 and 8:58. If you see this one, there are two minutes differences it is finding here. Now again we will try to refresh this one. After 2 minutes again we will found with the new steps here. Now it is, what is the time now? 9:01, right? So after 9:02 it will be updated with the new step. I mean, why? Because we have scheduled this one, right? So automatically it will be started at that after 2 minutes. Let's try to refresh once again. Just wait for one more minute. Because for every 2 minutes we have scheduled this package. So it is giving all those things actually. When we have got successful, all these details are giving here. I think it's again refreshed here. After 9:02 again our package was got here. Now it is step name here, this one. So like this, all the automatically our package will be start executed after every 2 minutes. Okay. And job history, job packages, all these things will be shown here. It was showing something again. Refresh this one. We'll delete this one. I mean, if you want to delete particularly anything, we can delete this one. Or if you want to delete all the history, we can delete this one. Now we will try to refresh after 2 minutes again. Why? Because let's see whether this is our logs is coming properly after 2 minutes or not. We want to see this one. So again, after 1 or 2 minutes, it has to be executed our test package, right? Why? Because we have scheduled this one. See, it was scheduled here. Now it was got failed again due to some issue here. But we need to fix what was that issue actually, and we will see what was happened in the backend actually. But this is how it will be scheduled here. Okay. I mean, this is some automation step where we will be checking how the package has to be executed at what time. All these things will be configured in the scheduling. Okay.
One more thing, sir. You need.
So this is all about the deploying the projects and SQL Server agent. I mean, we have to do any automation. All these things we can do through from the SQL Server agent. Okay.
Oh,
This
okay.
is all about the deployment and scheduling the jobs. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.